Marshall Levenson, Rivals National Analyst here in the Mid-South region. Looking at Texas A&M recruiting, Mike Elko and his staff have really hit it hard in April so far. Landed 4 commitments just this week, landed or some earlier this month. The biggest thing I see with the class, I like to compare and contrast a lot from previous classes. Biggest thing I see with this class, with Mike Elko comparing and contrasting to Jimbo Fisher and his staff, is that Mike Elko is actually putting in effort to recruit DFW, the Dallas Fort Worth area. Under Jimbo Fisher, they really kind of they offer guys and they recruited some guys, but they really didn't put a whole bunch of resources and time and effort into it. Outside of a couple elite prospects, every year. But Mike Elko has actually put in a almost a pipeline already of guys from DFW that are already committing to A&M. They have 9 or 10 commits in the class, and 4 of them are DFW kids. They have 4 or 5 DFW kids already. So, I mean, Connor Carty from Prosper, Marcus Garcia from Denton, Tiger Ryden from DeSoto, Kelvion Riggins from Forney. All of these guys are Dallas, Fort Worth, metroplex kids that in recent years A&M really did not even really try to land all that much. They stayed in the Houston areas, and then they really just went national. Mike Elko and his staff putting that back into place, I think, will be crucial for A&M recruiting. Not that A&M recruiting has had any issues, obviously, in recent years. But they have had a lot of guys transfer out that have gone home. Guys going back to Florida, to Georgia, places like that. And I think you start to see less of that with the kind of culture and the recruiting grounds that Mike Elko is putting in back into A&M's kind of framework. It's interesting to see from them. It's a fun thing to see for A&M because there's a lot more Texas kids and coaches and parents and just people in the recruiting industry that are paying attention to this trend that Mike Elko is putting back into place at Texas A&M, and it's something fans are talking about a lot too. So I think we're going to see A&M start to win a lot more recruitments in Dallas. I don't think that's going to take away from their recruitments in Houston or, even national guys. Obviously landed Hassan Longstreet from California, big time quarterback. So, they're going to pick their spots when it comes to those national kids. But I think you're going to see them in Houston and Dallas as their main recruiting grounds. And I think that's really good for A&M. And I think we're going to see their recruiting kind of, stay at those top levels, but maybe with a few more hometown kids that the fans will be able to cheer for, and maybe add some stability to the program that A&M has had some rocky grounds in recent years.